Hab Dings schon vorbereitet. Formular. Und ja. So. Okay, also. Ja, machen wir hier weiter. Schauen wir mal. Was wir für Hinweise und so weiter bekommen. Vielleicht gebe ich wieder irgendwie kleine Bonustipp oder so. Je nachdem, mal schauen.
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Okay.
A body has been discovered. Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin.
Yeah. Yeah. 2 body discovery announcements in a row. That means the hanged body with a hemp bag on its head, Yoko's suspended body. Both of these bodies have been discovered at the same time. What is this?
What?
Yoko, and who the hell is that other one wearing the hemp bag?
Could it be?
Could it be 2 victims? But when I was here earlier, I didn't see Yoko's body. I only saw that hanged body over there. Not even 10 minutes passed, but still, why?
Yeah!
What is this? Impossible, 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 impossible. It's impossible for killings to happen on this island.
Shut the hell up!
This is just...
For now, we should lower the person wearing the handbag to the ground. Leaving it like that is just too sad.
Yes! Oh.
But what about preserving the scene of the crime?
Damn it!
Who fucking cares about that? There's a control panel for the baton lighting on the wing of the stage. You can lower the body with that. That one. Vehicle ran over to the wing of the stage and pressed the button on the control panel. With a motorized sound like the growl of a starving beast, the baton lighting slowly descended. When it descended enough for us to reach it, we all worked together to lower the body. Now, I'm going to take off the handbag, okay? Even though I expected it, I still didn't want to confront that reality. Under the handbag, there was no denying that the faces all belonged to Ibuki.
Damn it!
It's all my fault. If only I did a better job watching over Ibuki. You're wrong. It's not your fault, Mikan. No matter how we feel, the one at fault is...
What's the matter?
Geez, I feel like someone died in here or something.
Hey!
So you finally showed up. The root of all evil.
What the heck?
How dare you call your big brother the root of all evil?
Yep.
I didn't. I even went to the trouble of bringing everyone for you.
Bringing everyone?
Ah! Are you kidding me?
What the hell is going on here?
That is
Ibuki
impossible!
and Hiyoko.
What?
So 2 people have been killed.
What?
Well, there. That's not all. I've also summoned the others who were at the hospital.
The others?
This is troubling.
Looks like another serious incident occurred while I was unaware.
Damn it!
I can't believe they did such a horrible thing. Nagito Akane, are you okay?
Huh?
Oh, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
No way!
Are you talking about the disparities? Jeez, you guys. That stuff is totally over now.
Over?
Yeah, 'cause I got bored.
That's...
For that silly reason?
And now that the killing has started, there's no need to keep that motive around anymore.
Broken. Best girl and worst girl. Oh.
Yeah, this pear disease is gone now, so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
What'd you say?
What the heck? That's impossible. How can you spread a disease and cure it so easily?
Phew.
Oh, who cares about the itty-bitty details? What matters is that it's already been cured.
Yahoo!
So, let's go back to our main topic and proceed as usual.
It's the Monokuma file!
Yeah.
See ya later!
I'll be waiting at the class trial. Do your best to investigate.
This cannot be.
Again? We have to do this again?
Silence. We have no choice. Like last time, this is if this means one of us killed these two.
Let me tell you this.
Then we cannot let this be.
Why do we have to do this?
Damn it.
Thinking like that won't do anything. We have to do this.
Damn it.
If we don't do anything, we'll all be executed.
What do you yearn for?
Abandon your over-dependence and complaints this instant. Those have no place in this world.
But what about Nekomaru? What's going to happen to him? Is he not going to participate this time? Is that even allowed? Nekomaru. Huh?
That's weird.
Strange, I'm crying. What happened to me? Looks like lingering after effects of the despair disease. It's nothing for you to worry about.
Hey.
Are you okay?
Yep.
Fortunately, it seems like I have nothing to worry about.
This is bad.
Since you had the lie disease, your after effects could be lies. Maybe?
Leave it to me!
Please leave Nekomaru to me. Everyone must focus on investigating, so I must do my very best.
Alrighties!
I will definitely bring back Nekomaru and win everyone's trust. It seems we should leave Nekomaru to Monomi.
What about guarding this area? Do we still need it?
Damn it.
I'll stay. Else I still don't feel good yet. It's better if I stay here too, right? I should perform the autopsy again, right?
Damn right.
Then I'll leave that to you.
Then let's get started, so we can end this nightmare for good.
That's right, we need to end this. We need to finish this once and for all. I know there's no way we can believe that one of us did this. But for those two's sake, we need to find the truth. And then we need to end this nightmare once and for all. Hello, Potter. Like I've been putting up with this for a while.
Hey!
But why is it so damn hot in here? I hate being hot. It's because your clothes are so smothering. I seriously can't stand it. I'll let you guys investigate this place. And so Kazuichi left the music venue under a cloud of grumbling complaints. But it really is hot. In fact, it's sweltering hot. Why is it this hot? No, before that, I need to check the Monokuma file first. Ich nehme an, es ist so heiß, weil da hinten zwei Steinkopfstatuen sind, mit die Feuer spucken. Das könnte ein bisschen Wärme hier drin machen. Und vielleicht sind hier keine Fenster oder so. There are two victims this time, Ibuki Miyoda and Hiyoko Sayonji. Ibuki Miyoda's cause of death was a crushed windpipe as a result of choking. There are no other external injuries. Hiyoko Sayonji's cause of death was a blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. It appears the death was instant. Oh, it was... But is this it? I already knew the cause of death from the beginning, so this isn't going to be a useful clue. Okay.
It's strange. Why did the killer kill two people?
Huh?
I mean, the more people you kill, the more clues you leave right. So, I think it's really necessary to kill... I don't think it's really necessary to kill two people and take that kind of risk.
I agree with that.
Or was there a reason that they had to kill two people?
A reason for killing two people?
Regardless, something like this shouldn't be forgiven, so...
I'll definitely find out. I think.
Seriously, I'd really prefer if she had a more confident sounding catchphrase. Okay. Red mir erstmal die ganze
Something
Leute.
like this.
It has happened once again. 2 of my cherished friends died at the same time. I cannot believe it.
How cruel.
This is the place where Ibuki sang for Fuyuhiko. Hiyoko looked like she was having so much fun listening to her music. And now those 2 are no longer here. Such a tragedy. I understand how you feel, but please get a hold of yourself. 2 of our friends were killed. That's all the more reason why we can't just leave this alone, right?
So just as I thought.
We must do this then, for the sake of the 2 who have fallen. If only I'd noticed sooner, Ibuki might have been saved. Hey, when did you realize Ibuki was missing? After leaving Nagito's room, I went to the on-call room. That's when it came to me. That I should go check on how everyone in the hospital is doing. Oops. One more time before I go to sleep. And so I went to the patient rooms and noticed that Ibuki was gone. So I quickly ran out of the hospital. So that's what happened. And then I saw Fuyuhiko in front of the hospital, so I asked him if he could help me look for Ibuki. That reminds me, where were you? I thought you were resting in the lobby. That is a long story. I'm sorry, it's not like I doubt you or anything. There's no way I doubt you, cause we've been together since this morning. You're right, we were together until you went to the on-call room. That's right, we were together until just a little before the morning Monokuma announcement. So, I don't doubt you, I'm telling the truth. Is it alright if I continue with my autopsy? If you talk to me again later, I'll tell you what I know. So please, spare my life, at least. What happened to not doubting me? Phew. Phew ist wahrscheinlich nur komischer Laut, den sie macht. Even I'm horrified of my power, of the eye of the Overlord. What the heck is this?
Nature, the collective will of the world.
You stupid fool. I cannot believe you haven't noticed that aberrant thing. Pitiful humans, they refuse to lift their heads up for fear of doubting the authenticity of the blue sky.
Lift my head up? Does it mean that there's something up there? Yeah, okay. I'm still not feeling well. Yeah, I don't really get it, but when I think about Nekomaru, it's like my knees start shaking.
That's weird.
There's no way I've got that kind of weakness. It'd probably go away if I battle a strong dude, but Nekomaru's not here. Nekomaru will definitely come back. You're right.
Hajime.
This might be impudent of me to ask, but will you listen to what I have to say?
Hey.
I heard that you witnessed the incident from the very beginning, right? So what? Can you provide me with a summary of the incident? I need to reach the truth behind this incident, for the sake of dedicating my body to an even greater hope. No.
Wow.
Why? Don't make me repeat myself. No. This guy just wants to confuse us. There's no way I'm going to tell him what he wants to know.
How unfortunate.
I see. That's disappointing.
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, take a look at this. Oh, what?
Huh?
Look what's in front of the door. This is a drumstick, right? And it looks like it's broken. What happened to it?
Like...
If something like that is in front of the door, you think it might be a really big clue? Why would this be a clue?
Hey.
Remember when we came to the music venue? If it won't open, the only thing we can do is force our way through. I wonder if that's gonna be possible. With the 4 of us, 2 of us are girls, you know. It doesn't matter if you can do it or not, we have to try. Let's go, we all charge at the same time. Ready, set, go! If we hear a signal, we charge into the door at full force. The door was locked when we tried to go inside, and the 4 of us charged into the door. But when I examine it, I found out that this door doesn't have a lock at all.
Huh?
I get it.
The door is designed to be pushed open, and this is the shape of the handle. If a stick was used to bar the door here, well, don't you think it would lock the door and keep it from opening? You mean, you think the drumstick was used to lock the door? The broken drumstick on the door in front of the door... on the floor. The broken drumstick on the floor in front of the door should be proof of that. Then, how was the killer able to get out?
Huh?
I mean, the music venue doesn't even have windows. This door is the only entrance. If they locked the door from the inside, the killer wouldn't be able to escape outside.
Like...
Maybe the killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue. And they waited until we were already at the scene of the crime to join us.
I get it.
You know, don't they use tricks like that that a lot in mystery dramas and stuff? If that's the case, there might be evidence of that around here somewhere.
Damn it.
Alright, I'm definitely gonna find it. I won't let the killer get away with this. The killer was still inside when we broke down the door to the music venue, huh? Like you said, that might be possible, but...
I've listened to the whole story.
Okay.
I heard what you two were discussing.
Jackie, that was a kinda cool entrance.
Well?
Besides the broken drumstick, I've also discovered something interesting.
What is it?
See?
Look, there's a weird glob where the right and left door touch, see?
You're right. What is this? It looks too firm to think it's rubber.
Yep.
Yeah, it doesn't look like rubber, but...
As she said that, Jackie bent down, scraped off the semi-transparent glob with a finger. Nom. Why are you putting it in your mouth?
It smells like workshop chemicals.
Workshop?
And it's chewiness. I see. This thing may be a glob now, but that doesn't mean it... that doesn't mean it was a glob from the start. For instance, if it was originally a liquid that hardened into this, it might be possible to apply it directly and smoothly in the gaps of the door.
What are you talking about?
Just as I thought, it tastes nasty.
Jackie spat the glob out of her mouth and left the area. Besides that bit about the taste, it's okay to consider this some kind of clue, right? Dokument zum Ausfüllen? Nee, noch nicht. Das gibt's dann am Ende vom Dem-Stream. Beziehungsweise wenn wir mit Danganronpa so weit sind. Okay, schauen wir uns mal beziehungsweise direkt mit Jackie haben wir noch nicht gesprochen. With her arms crossed and a thoughtful look on her face, Chiaki was silently staring at the stage floor. Did something drop on the floor there?
Nothing dropped, it's just dirty.
Dirty?
Hey.
See, take a close look at the floor.
See?
If you look closely.
You're right, there's smudge as if something was wiped off. Wait, this isn't something. Is this a bloodstain?
Yep.
Well, a bloodstain isn't strange. Hyako's neck was slashed not far from here.
But still...
Rather what's strange is, what did the killer try to hide it?
Hide it?
So...
If they weren't trying to hide it, they wouldn't have bothered wiping it off.
The reason the killer wiped off the bloodstain. As long as the body's nearby, there's no way they'd be able to conceal the crime by wiping off a bloodstain. So what was the killer trying to hide? There's a massive candle positioned near the front of the stage. The dull light in that video must have been coming from this candle. A candle this huge might be perfect for lighting, but they didn't need to bother using a candle. They could have just used the normal stage lighting. Stepladder is tipped over on its side. This must be the stepladder that Ibuki used in the video I saw.
Isn't that a bloodstain?
See?
Look, there's blood around the left side of the stepladder. As I recall, Ibuki didn't have an external injury. Didn't have any external injuries. If that's the case... That must be Hyoko's blood.
Yep.
That's the only thing I can think of. Bloodstain that probably belongs to Hyoko is on the left side of the stepladder. What does it mean? Ibuki's body lay atop the stage. She's wearing the hospital gown she was wearing when she was sick. What's this on Ibuki's feet? I didn't notice when she was hanging, but the soles of her feet are dirty. It's blood, right? But there shouldn't be any external injuries on Ibuki. If that's the case, this blood belongs to someone else.
Damn right.
Hey Hachime, can I talk to you for a sec? You already discovered the body before you met up with us, right? Yeah, at first I didn't know it was Ibuki because of that handbag, though. But I knew right away she was dead since she was hanging from that rope.
Like,
Which means Ibuki must have died before Hyoko was tied up.
well,
That helps. There's no time of death written in the Monokuma file this time. So I wasn't really sure who died first. It's true, the estimated time of death wasn't written in the Monokuma file this time. But I should know when Ibuki died because I personally saw it. In that video, Ibuki was climbing the stepladder on her own, so right after that. Wait, hold on. If Ibuki climbed the stepladder and died right after, does that mean she committed suicide? No, that's impossible. Because even if Ibuki committed suicide, it doesn't explain Hyoko's death afterward. Two different deaths happened at the same time. There's no way that's a coincidence. Ibuki's body lay atop on stage. She's wearing the hospital gown. Okay. Ibuki had a handbag on her head and was hanging from the ceiling, but why did she have a handbag on her head? Wait, huh? That handbag. Upon further inspection, there's a Monomi decal on the fabric. It looks like this isn't just a normal bag. It's a rope that was tied to the baton lighting on the ceiling. Ibuki hanged herself with this rope and died. From what I can tell, it looks like a regular length of rope with no unnatural features. But despite the fact this music venue has a storage room, there shouldn't have been any rope in there. Which means, was it obtained from the supermarket? Did the killer bring it from here, from there? That means anybody could have obtained this rope, and it means it'd be difficult to use this as a clue. I wonder if that's true. Huh? I just noticed a little something. Is it okay if I confirm it?
hey!
Excuse me, Mikan, do you have a moment? What's happened? There's something I want to ask you. There's no doubt Ibuki's cause of death was being hanged by this rope, right?
Well,
Yes, she had no other external injuries, so there's no doubt she died from hanging herself.
I see.
So Ibuki died by hanging herself. That was obvious the moment we discovered the body. You might not have seen it, but we all saw that she hanged herself. You're right. Yep, I got it. So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place. Jeez, as usual, I have no idea what he's up to. Okay. Curtain. There's a black curtain hanging at the far side of the stage. This curtain, it's not wide enough. It can't reach from one edge to the stage, off the stage to the other.
huh?
It's not really a full-length curtain. This curtain wasn't originally here, right? If it was, it's strange that it doesn't fit properly. It was probably obtained from the furniture section of the supermarket. See, the back of the curtain is taped for temporary use, just like the curtain at the supermarket. They're saying someone took the time to actually bring that curtain from the supermarket?
So,
If they went that far, this was probably something that the killer really needed for this crime. Why did they need it? Who knows? But it wouldn't be a mystery if the answers came easy. Hyoko's body is suspended against the pillar on the side of the stage. She's wrapped against the pillar with duct tape, and she looks like she was forced to stand upright. Damn it, who did this? According to the Monokuma file, her cause of death was a slit throat. Her neck looks like it stopped bleeding, probably because of the duct tape wrapped around it. But why is Hyoko's kimono like this? Her kimono is all disheveled. Also, her sash is tied in the front. Did the killer do this too? But when did the killer kill Hyoko? When I first discovered Ibuki's body, I didn't see Hyoko's body here. If that's the case, Hyoko was killed. It must have been during the time I was getting everyone before I came back here. But that was barely 10 minutes. Is it really possible that the killer killed Hyoko and taped her up in such a short amount of time? Even if it is possible, whoever did it would have had a narrow window of time to do so, because the killer must be someone who doesn't have an alibi during the time, right?
Hey!
Hajime, do you have a minute? No, you're in the way.
Now.
I don't wish to be in your way at all, but there's something I really need your help with. Help?
Actually...
If you look closely, there's an unnatural shape bulging from inside Hyoko's kimono. So I was thinking she might be hiding something. Wait, hold on, don't tell me you want me to search inside Hyoko's kimono.
Huh?
That's exactly it.
Why?
Well, it would have been a problem if she were alive. But she's dead now, you know. Don't mess with me. I think there's no problem with that now that she's dead. Fine, if you don't want to do it, I'll just have to ask someone else.
Hey!
Hey, Akane!
Yo!
Yo, what's up?
Hey.
Well, there's something I want you to do for me. Looks like there's something inside Hyoko's kimono, so can you feel around for that?
What?
I don't really understand, but I just gotta check Hyoko's kimono, right?
Thanks.
Thank you, Akane. Helping each other is such a wonderful thing.
Now then.
Let's see. Akane reached through the duct tape binding Hyoko as she stuck her hand inside her kimono.
That's weird.
Damn it, she's tied up so tight. I can't really reach with my hand. Oh wait, hold on.
Yo!
There's something. Is this what you were looking for? Is this a key?
Perhaps...
It looks different than the keys to the cottage, so this may be the key to a motel room. The key to a motel room, huh?
But...
If a key was so deep inside a kimono that it'd be hard to remove, then it's very unlikely that the killer tampered with this evidence.
Isn't that right?
Because if this is a trap, they would have put it more toward the front of her kimono, so we'd notice it easier. Which means we can conclude that this is something Hyoko had with her all along. Okay.
Hey.
Oh, also, it's not like I'm adding to that or anything, but you looked like you were curious about the condition of Hyoko's body, right, Ojime? Of course, that's why I'm investigating. It's true, there are several mysteries regarding her body.
Well,
just hear me out for a sec. Out of all those mysteries, what I think is the strangest is...
See?
The way they wrapped her body with the duct tape. It's almost like they were trying to hide the wound on Hyoko's neck, don't you think? The wound on her neck? I don't really know if that was their true intention, but I guess it's a big help for your investigation. The reason for your low volume of blood is because the duct tape is acting as a compress, right? If a body was left alone after a throat was slit, the surrounding area would be a sea of blood. A sea of blood, huh? Two dead bodies floating in a sea of blood. That's enough to make anybody faint. Should still be things here, but... Ah, this looks like the music venue's AC unit. That's right, you might be able to adjust the hot air in the music venue with this. Alright, I should mess around with it a little, like so. It's running as a heater, over 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know why it's so damn hot. I better turn off the heater for now. That should cool things off a little.
Control panel on the wing of the stage. It seems you can use this control panel to raise and lower the baton lighting on the ceiling. In fact, we used this to lower Ibuki's hanged body. Speaking of the lighting, the video of the music venue I saw, it had a dim candlelight ambience to it, and it didn't look like this lighting was used at all. But why didn't they use this lighting? Was there some reason that would have inconvenienced them?
So you have appeared.
I see. So you noticed the two, fiend.
Ah, noticed?
So you didn't notice? Are those eyes just little glass balls? Take a look at the baton lighting above your head. Have you not noticed that aberrant item?
Look at the baton lighting? You mean that? There's something that looks like black paper stuck to the baton lighting.
So you finally noticed.
But I can't really see it from here. I should lower the baton lighting one more time and...
I can see it!
There's no need.
Go, my 4 dark devas of destruction!
Go Mirage Hawk. Go Mirage Golden Hawk Chumpy. Now is the time for you to take flight. Ha ha ha! Feast your eyes upon the brave souls of my 4 dark devas of destruction.
A hamster launched itself from Gollum's hand and ran up to the baton lighting on the ceiling in a flash. Choo choo! It started running around the stuck slip of paper in rapid circles. And then the paper fluttered outward and was deftly caught by Gundam.
Did you see that? Behold the power of the ultimate evil eye wielder.
Wow, that is amazing. I've never seen a hamster do tricks.
How pitiful.
They're my 4 dark devas of destruction. Hamsters are merely their temporary form.
So what's with that paper?
Fine.
It seems to be some kind of thick paper. Though it does not have any special spells scribed onto it.
That was close.
It appears it's nothing useful.
No, that's not it. There's no doubt this is some kind of clue. I mean, the fact that it was stuck in a place like that, no matter how we think about it, it's too unnatural. Papier. Okay. So, da ist noch was. The shattered remains of a machine are spread all over the floor.
I see.
This appears to be the surveillance camera unit.
This, too, must be the will of causality.
Kazuichi put it in the music venue for communication purposes. Why is it destroyed like this?
Perhaps criminal psychology is at play here. What do you mean?
Well?
Even if they know they are not being recorded, there's no way the killer would tolerate committing a murder in front of a camera.
Fine.
So that's why they destroyed the camera. Seems plausible enough.
They'd hesitate to murder someone in front of a camera, and that's why the killer destroyed this. Then, what was the thing I saw? There's a door that says staff only, looks like inside a storage room. Might as well investigate it in here too. Yeah. Naito was must do here. Nayo, did you come here to investigate the storage room too? I just wanted to confirm what you were thinking. Is that it? Or is he trying to stand guard here?
Hey.
So how about it? Did you find any clues? The tipped over stepladder on the stage, the duct tape binding Hyoko. It probably all came from the storage room. There might be other things from the storage room that they used for the crime. You always pretend to give me hints, but in the end, you're just going to be on the killer's side, right? I'm not siding with the killer, you know. I'm just on the side of whatever acts in the name of hope. That's all there is to it.
But...
That's the main reason why this case is really special. Huh?
Man.
But I can't say for certain, though. What's this guy saying? As usual, he's not making any sense.
Hajime.
By the way, Hajime, I still don't quite understand the details of what happened.
Right?
If you can explain it to me in detail, I think I'd be able to give you some more useful information. Really, you might end up confusing us again instead. You don't want to find the truth, you just want to make us suffer.
How mean.
That's not true. I'm doing this because I believe it's for everyone's sake. Oh well, for the sake of everyone's hope, I'd gladly become the enemy, and I won't even mind when I die.
Damn it.
That's the main reason why I can't overlook this case this time.
Huh? What does that mean?
Regardless, I guess you're not telling me, huh? Gonna tell me, huh? Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
Hey,
You should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
What exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
What he said when after he said that, Nagito walked out of my sight. Movie theater? Why the sudden interest in the movie theater? There's a lot of stickers with the venue's logo placed here. It's like they made a bunch of them and had too many left over. It feels somewhat depressing. Compared to the last time, it feels like there are less stickers than before. Am I overthinking things? There's carpeting, wallpaper, and paint on the shelf. It's probably used for stage decorations. Just thick black paper. It's folded up on the lower shelf. It looks like wallpaper. There are a lot of stickers pasted all over the front side of the wallpaper. And this edge of the wallpaper. Wallpaper. It looks a little torn, but what does this mean? You can see your whole body in this huge full-length mirror. It's probably used for checking costumes. With a mirror this big, that'd be easy to check how you look. I guess that's everything important in the storage room. Guess it should go back to music menu. Okay. Alright, with this, we might be close to finish investigating the music venue, but I still need to talk to Mikan. I need to make sure I get those autopsy results from her. Mikan. Question fertig. How about it, Mikan? Have you found out anything by now?
To tell you the truth, it's been very inconclusive.
You've got it wrong!
But it's not my fault. This music venue is just too hot. Because of the heat, I can't estimate the time of death.
Because of the heat? Is that possible?
If a body is overexposed to heat or cold, you won't be able to determine a precise time of death.
I see, that might have been the killer's goal. They covered up their time of death by using the heater to make the inside of the music venue hot. But that's weird.
But...
Even if this heat is the killer's doing, is there any reason for them to cover up the time of death?
I agree. As long as I saw it, it should be clear what order the murders occurred. First was Ibuki, then Hiyoko.
And as long as this is an imitation murder, there shouldn't be any mistaking the order of the murder.
Imitation murder?
Huh?
Huh? You don't know, Hajime? I thought everyone already knew.
See?
It's a murder where the killer uses a creative work, like song or film, as an outline for the killings. It's so common in detective novels, mangas and video games that you start to get annoyed by it.
Would an imitation murder be related to this murder?
Well, based on the killing order and the way they were killed, it's clearly an imitation of that movie.
That movie?
Good instincts.
The assumption is an imitation murder is the reason why the killer killed two people.
The goal was an imitation killer. Even so, why did they feel a need to do something like that?
Do you have a minute?
Excuse me, if this was really an imitation of that movie, then is it possible that one more person might have been killed?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
It's certainly conceivable if the killer wishes to complete the imitation.
Hold on a sec. What are you all talking about? An imitation murder? One more person might have been killed?
Are you guys worried that there's gonna be another victim? Then no worries. Things would get out of hand too fast if a bunch of people could be killed at once. I'm a real cautious fella, so I've prepared a perfect countermeasure.
On this killing school trip, the same blackened can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Huh?
You mean you've added another rule?
Yep.
Well, if killing everyone at once is okay, the blackened would be able to secure an easy victory, right? This new rule will prevent that. Make sure you slam it into your tiny brains.
If it is a maximum of 2 people, then there will not be any more killings. Since you're here anyway, can I ask you one more thing? You know, I just want to confirm one of the class trial rules.
I see. As expected of you, you're very strict about games.
Perhaps.
I don't want to consider this possibility at all, and I don't even want to think someone would do this. If 2 cases occur at once, what happens if there are 2 killers?
Huh?
So...
Like I said, I'm talking about the possibility that Ibuki and Yoko were killed by 2 different people. That would mean the 2 killers exist at the same time, but we can only vote for one person, right?
I am concerned.
If we can only choose one based on a majority vote, the other person could certainly achieve victory.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
So what happens in that case? What about a case where there's 3 incidents instead of 2? Or if 4 incidents overlap one another?
Silence.
Shut up! It's okay, I'll make extra sure something like that never happens.
Hey,
Meaning two killers can't exist at the same time. So it's safe to say that applies to this case too, right?
Wow.
Ah.
I don't like this.
Alright, fine, that's right. There's always one killer at any given time. Even if they had an accomplice, I'd have you figure out who the mastermind is.
This is kind of depressing.
Man, I ended up giving you a huge hint. She made me say it. Gamer brains are not to be underestimated. I should just shut up and go back to my cave.
I see, so though there's no possibility for 2 killers to exist at the same time. With this, I guess that narrows things down a little.
yep.
Yep, that makes things a little easier.
Fine.
Plus, if the same killer can kill a maximum of 2 people,
Taste your powerlessness!
it means a 3rd victim would be impossible. Imitation, murder, breakthrough. You guys have been saying that and it sounds strange to me. What do you guys mean by imitation?
Could it be you haven't seen it?
Seen it? Seriously, seen what?
So...
Like I said, that movie.
Oh my!
When we first explored this island, Monokuma was passing out invitation tickets.
Then the imitation is...
Good instinct.
Of course, it's an imitation of that movie.
Well,
Well, based on the murders, this time it closely resembles that movie. As if they were copying it.
As if they copied the movie. I see, Nagito mentioned something about that.
Then it can't be helped. I guess I'll just rely on my gut feelings.
Gut feelings?
Should come by later too. I'll go there first and wait for you.
Where exactly are you talking about?
Well, obviously the movie theater.
you...
I see, so you haven't seen it. Still, it's not too late, I think. It's probably a good idea if you watch the movie before the class trial starts.
Looks like I need to do that.
Then I should get going too. There are other places I want to investigate. Where do you intend to go next, Chiaki? Probably the hospital, for sure. The first victim, Ibuki, was there. I don't know what was going on at the hospital in the first place.
You are right.
Thanks to that despair disease, we could not go there for some time.
She's right, it might be good for me to investigate the hospital too. There might be some clues related to Ibuki's death. For clues related to Hyoko's death, I should try going over to the motel. There's still a lot of things I can do before the class trial. I'll definitely give it my all until the end. Okay. So, ihr beiden passt auf, dass keiner was Böses macht. Gut. Okay. Ich würde sagen, schauen wir erstmal den Film an. Titty Typhoon. Yeah. Na, wie geht's eigentlich? Meinem Viech. Kein Kacke gemacht. Wunderbar.
Hospital. Gehen wir gleich hin. Film.
Hello there.
Why hello there, Archie, I knew you'd come here. That means you noticed it too, right? The case this time is an imitation case, in which the killer used the movie as their theme.
I wouldn't know, I haven't watched the movie yet.
I see.
Then you really should watch this movie first.
Hey!
Hey manager, a customer's here.
Did you call me? What?
Archie, Mr. Customer?
Do you have a problem with that?
What are you gonna do?
And you said you didn't want to watch it, but I knew you wanted to see it all along. If that's what Tsundere Hachime looks like, then you're really a tough guy. You were so devoted to being tsundere, you even bought the Monokuma sticker for $1.5 million.
Huh?
You paid $1.5 million for a sticker?
It's nothing.
Listen up!
In exchange for not watching this movie, Hachime paid $1.5 million for Monokuma sticker. Come on, since we're talking about it anyway, why don't you show it to Nagito?
Stop it! But my resistance was in vain and Monokuma reached into my pocket and took the sticker.
Ta-da!
See, it's this one.
I'm sorry I was born stupid.
That's...
You bought this for $1.5 million?
Oh,
But in the end, she's still gonna watch the movie.
Who cares about that anymore? Just hurry up and give me an invitation ticket.
Here!
Okay, here you go. It already says so on the invitation ticket button, but it's only effective today at this time. By the way, I can only give away one ticket per person. You only have one chance to watch it for free. I've already stamped today's date onto the ticket, so you won't be able to cheat.
Don't worry, I only plan to watch it
Look
once.
forward to it, okay?
Then I'll go prepare the projection reel. Please wait a bit, okay?
Hey,
Hachime, I bought the invitation ticket. I strongly recommend you keep that safe.
Ah, why?
No reason, just think of it as a protective charm.
Yeah, 2.5D. Nice. I guess I should just wait until Monokuma finishes the preparations. That reminds me that item should be on top of the counter. This one looks like a tote bag made of hemp cloth. With a diesel decal, glaube ich, of Monomi's face on it.
Ah, did that catch your eye? It's an all-purpose tote bag used for a variety of common tasks. It's a limited item. Only one person can have it.
If the tote bag is gone, that means...
What's this?
Whoa there, were you interested in buying the tote bag?
Too bad.
Well, that's just too bad. It's already sold out.
Who'd you sell it to?
You're so stupid.
Stupid! There's no way I'd fall for that. There's no way I'd say something that'd reveal who the killer is. So the killer bought it?
Shocking.
Ah!
I remember you said there was only one because it's a limited item, right?
It's not limited to one. It's more like it's limited to one person.
What's the difference?
Hey,
When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
For some reason, hearing you say that pisses me off. Monokuma's account.
well now.
Now then, I should forget that I carelessly made a slip of the tongue.
Now then.
Looks like the preparations are complete, so please enter the theater right away.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is exciting! Exciting!
Yay, film shown. In order to get closer to the truth of the incident, it's necessary for me to watch this movie. Ja, dann... Moment. Ah ne, da ist der. Da ist Film. Yay.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. World-famous director Monokuma presents a stunning masterpiece that reduced American audiences to tears. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D will be screening shortly. From the title alone, I have a bad feeling about this 2.5D. That sounds so half-assed.
Now then, please relax and enjoy the film.
Yeah. The Wizard of Monomi 2.5D.
Monokuma was born in a remote village full of old people because the death rates outpaced the birth rates.
Okay.
One day,
What?
Monokuma was swept up by a tornado created by a helicopter gunship during a routine military exercise, and was whisked away to Monomi's country. Monokuma wanted to return to his homeland so he could go back to pestering the old people for change. So he began his journey to see the wizard Monomi, who was rumored to grant any wish one desires.
Das wäre kein schlechtes GIF.
Along the way, he met a very loyal group of friends. Monokuma met a Monomi scarecrow who was missing a brain. When he recommended that she commit suicide, the Monomi scarecrow hanged herself and died.
Moment. Speichere ich mal separat. Nehme das dann irgendwann mal. Nehme das dann mal auf. Ohne Overlay und so weiter. Mach eventuell ein Gift draus oder so. Kann ich ja dann, weiß nicht, für den Anfang oder fürs Ende. Werde ich wahrscheinlich fürs Ende benutzen.
He also met a Monomi lion who was missing her courage, so he pumped her full of arrows. He also met a Monomi tin man who was missing a heart, so Monokuma sliced her into lumps of iron. After a lot of other stuff happened, Monokuma finally reached the wizard Monomi, the great and powerful. Eventually, one thing led to another, and he started beating the crap out of Monomi.
Ich glaube, ich glaube, da ist was nicht, ja.
And in the end, he somehow usurped the kingdom from her. With this, Monokuma enslaved the old people, took their pensions, and lived the rest of his days in luxury.
Yeah.
And he lived happily ever after. The end.
Phew. Man, movies are the best! That drama was so moving that I needed 2 boxes of tissues, one for each hand.
So,
Now then, let's meet again at the class trial.
bye-bye.
I'm too disgusted to even let out a sigh right now. That's all I can say to describe the situation. Ja, ich fand den Film cool. How was it? Actually, I don't even have to ask. I totally expected your reaction. That was honestly the worst movie I've ever seen. Is it even okay to call that a movie?
Well,
But thanks to that movie, now you know, right? Yeah. Just like you said, the characters who were killed in the movie match the victims in this case. Ibuki's death by hanging matched the Scarecrow's death in the movie. Not just that, but Hyoko's suspended body matches the lion's death too.
but
Would have been a complete imitation if the killer killed 3 people, but it seems that wasn't possible. Perhaps the killer is upset about that right now, or... If the killer's main goal was just an imitation murder, they should be upset about it, Butch. I'm not sure if that's even true. Wizard of Monogamy, yeah, okay, Krankenhaus und... Ja. Ich muss noch mal kurz gucken, wo der letzte versteckte Monokuma ist. Nicht, dass ich den verpasse. Aber ich glaube, der müsste in einem von den Häusern, von den Dingern, von Wohnungen von den Opfern sein. Moment. You prepared the surveillance camera unit, right?
Hey, hey!
Okay, Moment. Kapitel 3. Im Motelzimmer von Hiyoko. Okay. Yeah, so I didn't make any weird modifications or anything. It's not like I'm suspicious or anything. Did you get this from that shady looking alley where all those machines were lined up?
Right!
Yeah, I just tweaked it a little. Then, if there are other surveillance camera units, would it be possible to transmit a signal to the hospital from those cameras too?
Man...
No, that's impossible. Originally, the surveillance cameras and surveillance monitors are only used as part of the same unit. The video that was filmed with the hospital camera can only be viewed on the hospital monitor. The video that was filmed with the music venue camera can only be seen on the music venue monitor.
Hey.
But if I left it like that, we wouldn't have been able to communicate, so I decided to swap the cameras. So that's how you guys were able to view the hospital footage from the music venue and vice versa. However, each surveillance camera unit manages its broadcast based on a specific number. So even if you bring the same model camera or monitor, you won't be able to interfere with the signal. Meaning, even if another surveillance camera exists, it'd be impossible to broadcast with it.
Huh?
However, I didn't just swap the cameras. I modified them and increased the wireless range. If I hadn't done that, we wouldn't have been able to use it. You're right, you did work on that.
Well?
I feel like I haven't been here in a while, even though it's only really been a few days. Oh, okay. I should investigate the lobby first, but... Gibt noch mehr zurück. The surveillance camera unit on top of the reception desk. As long as the music venue surveillance camera unit is destroyed, it's impossible to broadcast with this.
Hajime!
Hey Hajime, there's something I want to ask you. You first discovered it could be Buki's body at a music venue, right? But why did you go to the music venue? You had a reason for that, right? Did you see something with this camera?
That's right!
I also wanted to ask you that. It'd be different if the surveillance camera unit could record, but it's only good for household functions.
Hey, hey!
Tell me, Hajime. Yeah, it's exactly it. I saw a strange video in that surveillance camera unit. It showed the music venue stage. There was a black curtain hanging there like there's now. But the whole display was pretty dark because they were just using candlelight. There was a rope hanging from the ceiling, and beneath that there was a stepladder on the floor. And right away, a person wearing a hospital gown and a handbag on their head appeared. I didn't know who it was because their face was covered, but now I know that must have been Ibuki. She walked straight to the stepladder and without any hesitation. She climbed that stepladder of her own free will. And then she grabbed the rope, and that's all I saw. The candlelight being used must have been suffocated out or something, because the screen went dark all of a sudden and it wasn't displaying anything anymore.
Man...
But if the candlelight goes out, obviously nothing will show up. Modern surveillance cameras have infrared functions, so things can still show up even in the dark. But the one I got from the machine, Ellie, was a really old model. Hold on.
Well?
At the time you said you didn't know the person wearing the handbag was Ibuki, right? Yeah. You didn't know it was her, but you saw she was trying to hang herself. So I rushed over to the music venue to try to stop her. But I didn't make it in time.
Hey.
Still, if she climbed the stepladder on her own, does it mean she committed suicide? Wouldn't that mean she's her own killer? Ibuki committed suicide? What do you think, Chiaki? There's no doubt Ibuki climbed the stepladder on her own, right? There is no doubt. If so...
You...
Hey, don't think for so long. If you don't know, just be honest about it. But of course she doesn't. There's no way we'd be able to figure that out so easily. Oh yeah, I need to investigate the conference room on the 2nd floor. I'm heading over there. What the heck? She ran away all of a sudden. She said the conference room, but why would she mention the conference room all of a sudden? Or I might be just overthinking, but did she seem a little upset? Geh mal ihr mal nach. Ah, Kane, hi.
Now then.
Phew, I'm finally getting back to my normal self.
All right!
Also, ja. Hajime, help me out with my recovery. You can touch my boobs if you want. If you win. No thanks. She was bearable when she was quiet. It'd be so much better if she was still feeling the after effects. She'd beat me up if I said that out loud. Anyway, why are you here?
Hey, hey!
Well, I've never been sick or hurt before, so I had no idea, but... hospital gowns are pretty comfy. I was thinking I might as well keep wearing one. Don't tell me you plan to wear hospital gowns from now on. That's the idea. That's the idea, Danny. But it looks like they're out of stock. It looked like there was one gown for each patient's room, so I thought there'd be one in the empty rooms. There weren't any gowns.
Yo!
Yep, that's right. Ibuki died wearing one, so the only one left is the one Nagito was wearing. If I have no choice, then I should just use Nagito's. It's a unisex size, so I'll probably be able to fit in it. Hold on, what happened to the gown you were wearing?
Huh?
I was saying I should wear the one I already wore? That's gross. Wearing clothes someone else was wearing is even grosser.
Like...
Not time to dilly-dally. I totally left Mika and back up the music venue. Crap, I gotta go back soon. Well, it's okay since I already investigated the music venue, but leaving her on guard duty was a bad idea. Ich glaube, das ist nicht das einzige Mal, wo Kane uns anbietet, ihre Tittis anzufassen. Warum auch immer. Und warum auch immer Hajime lehnt jedes Mal ab. Vielleicht ist er nicht so einer. What's this? It's pitch black. I can't see anything. Where's the switch?
Hey!
Don't turn it on. Huh? Chiaki, are you here? There? If you turn on the light, it's gonna be fully exposed. It'd be embarrassing. What fully exposed?
Hey!
Hey, Hajime. If you poke out your eyes, you can turn on the light. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna poke them out? Are you gonna poke them out? I'm not gonna poke out my eyes.
Aww.
Oh, bummer. Troll fail. No sooner did she finish saying that, I heard the dry sound of curtains being drawn. There was a flash of intense light that stung my eyes a little. Squinted my eyes until they started adjusting to the light. Jack, ihr wollt uns trollen? Was? Böse. Ultimate Online Troll. And I thought Chiaki had finished opening the curtain that was covering the window.
Hey, hey!
Were you surprised? Surprised? I don't get it.
Well?
I got it. Got what?
See?
The curtains in this conference room are designed to completely block out light. There's a
projector in here, so they were probably careful about light shining through.
See?
See, a black curtain that blocks light, and it's also long enough to reach the floor. It's perfect.
Black light blocking curtain. That's why it was so dark. So, is something wrong with it?
I'm still in the middle of investigating, so it's a secret.
Yep, she's upset. But still, what was all that about? The bit about it being embarrassing if I look and troll fail?
Nope.
I just wanted to mess with you.
Yep, she's definitely upset. Why is she acting so childish? I guess I'm done investigating the hospital. Okay, das ging schnell. I should move on to different plays. Blabbidi. Okay, just... Braucht es. Aber das kann nur Nekomaru. Und soweit ich weiß, hat der Nekomaru die Titis nicht angefasst. Hat nur massiert, Rücken und so. Obwohl, das ist, zumindest haben wir das gesehen. Wer weiß, was die sonst noch gemacht haben. Okay, Motel. Richtige Richtung. Ich glaube es fast nicht. Nö. Nö, wieder falsche Richtung. Egal. Sammeln wir wenigstens ein paar Schritte für mein Ding da hier. I just remembered I never went inside any of the rooms in the motel. Plus, I don't even know where Hyoko's room is. It might be faster to just ask someone.
So you have appeared.
You're here, right? Come on out. Ah, are you talking to me? I can see you. Did you really think you could hide your presence like that? I wasn't trying to hide in the first place. Hey, which room was Hyoko staying in?
Listen well.
Open the door to the center room. However, are you prepared? Make sure you pray to whatever god you hold dear, and you might want to bring an extra pair of underwear. I wonder, how does this guy talk to his parents and teachers?
Damn right.
Hey, Hajime, can you explain it to me again? What happened when you first discovered Ibuki's body?
It was the same as when I found it with you guys. Ibuki's body was hanging from baton lighting. However, there was no body discovery announcement made. That's why I went to get you guys. I met up with Chiaki at this motel, and when we were about to go back to the music venue...
I get it.
You met up with Mikan and me.
And when we went back to the music venue, the entrance door wouldn't open for some reason.
I see.
So we had no choice but to break down the door, and discovered Hyoko's body was suddenly there too.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Hey!
This is the most important part. When you arrived at the motel, who else saw you besides Chiaki?
As I recall... Didn't you hear me? A body was found.
Body? Gah!
Could it be? Do you intend to spread lies like Nagito in order to confuse us all?
Besides Chiaki is also Gundam and Monomi.
I see.
I see, so Kazuichi and Sonia didn't appear, huh?
Do you think those two are suspicious?
Like...
Well, Hyoko was killed. Between the time you saw Ibuki's body and when we broke down the door, right? So obviously these two are the most suspicious since they weren't with us.
That might be it, but...
While we are at it, let me tell you my alibi too. When the morning Monokuma announcement woke me up, I went straight to the hospital. I saw Mikan panicking in front of the hospital. I asked her what's going on. She said Ibuki disappeared.
So you guys split up and looked for Ibuki, huh?
Well, yeah.
While we were circling the island, we came to the motel and saw you guys there.
Did you see anyone else while you circled the island?
Well...
Now we went to the movie theater and that street full of machines to look for Ibuki, but we didn't see anyone. Implying I don't have an alibi because I didn't run into anyone? It's unreasonable for you to doubt me. The time that Mikan and I were on our own looking for Ibuki wasn't very long.
In that short time, there's no way I could have killed Yoko and wrapped her around the pillar with duct tape.
It's true, I feel like there wasn't enough time to do that after I left the music menu.
But the fact is, Yoko was killed, and we did discover her body.
Huh?
What? Did you still doubt me?
Jeez.
Well, I'm used to it. It's true, I've done things that I deserve to be doubted for. So don't worry, even if you doubt me, I don't plan on dismembering you and encasing you in concrete.
I'd want to know in advance what I'd have to do to end up like that.
Okay.
Looks like it's locked, but the key was inside the kimono. Maybe if I use this. It opened just as I thought. This key was Hiyoko's room key. Alright, I should go inside. Okay, irgendwo hier ist ein Monokuma. So Hiyoko was staying here. She only stayed here a few nights, so it doesn't really feel like her room, but I feel a little conflicted.
Oh my!
Did the door open? Yeah, Hiyoko put the key in her kimono, so I used that to open it. I see. What, did something happen?
No, it is just... I'm starting to believe it might be my fault.
Her fault? What does she mean? Da ist er auf der Toilette. Yeah.
No.
Nice.
The moment Hiyoko came to this motel, she completely shut herself in this room.
She was afraid of the despair disease, so she was cautious of you guys too, right?
However,
Her fear of the disease was not the only reason she locked herself in her room. She had another reason.
Besides the disease, what other reason would make her lock herself in her room?
perhaps,
Her kimono.
Her kimono? Ich weiß nicht, wie ich Kimono aussprechen soll. Kimono? Kimono. Keine Ahnung, wie es die Engländer aussprechen.
Yesterday I went to go talk to her. Since she had been in her room for some reason, for some time, I told her it might be good for her to go outside for a bit. She kept the door to her room locked, but by coincidence, it was not locked at that time. And then I saw it. Hiyoko was crying and struggling with a kimono sash. She did not want to smell bad, so she took a shower, but then she could not tie her sash anymore. Mahiru is no longer with us, so I believe she was having trouble with it.
She didn't leave her room because she couldn't tie her kimono, huh?
you are right.
The others might have thought it was just a silly sash, but it must have been a serious issue for her. Hiyoko told me that she learned how to tie a sash from Mahiru. That Mahiru kindly taught her the basics.
That's why she wanted to be able to tie her sash on her own.
Perhaps.
She probably could not forgive herself for not being able to do it, especially since Mahiru taught her. I could not really understand her feelings, which is why I said what I did.
What did you say?
Hyoko, by chance, are you having trouble wearing your kimono?
Stupid! What are you saying? Of course I can do it! Because Mahiru taught me. That's why I can do it on my own.
If that is the case, how about you do it someplace where there is a mirror? Do you remember the full-length mirror in the storage room at the music venue?
Sieht dem Kind was an. Es versucht's ja, aber ich schafft's nicht.
If you do it while standing in front of a large mirror, I am confident you will be successful. Also, shutting yourself in your room like this may be bad for your health.
And that was when she kicked me out.
It cannot be!
Could it be Hiyoko remembered that?
They're saying she went to the music venue to wear her kimono? I can see that happening. Hiyoko locked her room and made sure she put the room key inside the kimono. Can't imagine that. She was abducted by someone.
If so, that's weird. Hey, did you tell anyone about that before the incident? Or was someone listening in on your conversation? I never told this to anyone, and I do not believe anyone was listening in on our conversation. Und das ist die Entwickler. Ja, hätte nicht unbedingt sein müssen. Zumindest nicht bei einem kleinen Kind. Bisschen viel Haut gezeigt. Nobody knew. If that's the case, how did the killer know Hyoko was going to the music venue? Something's wrong. Mirror, but so small and rusty. There's no way anyone could use this. I don't see anything else that looks suspicious. There's no sign that someone made a mess of her room, and I don't think she was forcefully abducted. I feel like I couldn't really find any important clue. Oh well. Okay, sind wir schon so weit.
Hello! How's everybody doing? It's me, Monokuma! Yay! Awesome!
Yeah!
The class trial's gonna start, you know. So, make sure you guys come to Monokuma Rock ASAP! I'll see you soon!
It's already time. So this again, I need to go to that place again. But now is not the time to be a coward. The reason Ibuki and Hyoko became victims in order to find the truth. The only thing I can do is go. Okay. Das ist so eine Frage, ist jetzt links rum oder rechts rum schneller? Ich glaube links rum. Glaubst Mikan war's? Sehen wir ja dann am Wochenende, wer es war und wie das Ganze abgelaufen ist. So, mal gucken, was jetzt mit Nekomaru ist, ob der jetzt schon dabei ist oder ob der nicht dabei sein kann und so. Everyone who heard the announcement had gathered in front of Monokuma Rock, and soon enough...
Welcome!
Is everybody here? Do you guys want to go to the class trial?
Wait!
Hey, I called it right there.
Monomi's such a dumb child.
What? Don't get in my way. You're just a dumb little sis who's short a few brain cells.
Hey!
My brain was just fine.
Hey!
Monokuma, what did you do with Nekomaru? I see. So you've come to avenge him.
That's...
Avenge? That sounds like he died. Sounds like you say. Oops.
Anyway,
Since Nekomaru is unfortunately unavailable today, let's just say he's absent.
bye-bye.
Now then, I gotta go first.
I won't let you.
Hold on, I won't let you escape.
Hey!
Hey, did you hear what he said?
Huh?
Don't worry about it. There's no way Nekomaru is dead. He's just trying to piss us off.
Damn it!
Of course he's not dead. There's no way, not in a million years.
Well...
More importantly, it's best if we worry about ourselves for now. If something happens here, every one of us except Nekomaru will die. Why are you so excited about that?
How about it?
Who knows, maybe I'm just looking forward to seeing poetic justice prevail.
What do you yearn for?
What are you saying, fiend?
You'll find out soon enough.
See?
Then let's go.
I'm gonna do it!
Alright, let's hurry up and get this over with. Yeah, right. Yeah. Rawr. We stepped onto the escalator and ascended toward the gaping maw of Monokuma Rock, and that's when I suddenly noticed it. I noticed our lined up silhouettes keep getting smaller and smaller. But I can't turn back now. If I turn back, I won't be able to press forward. And when everyone was inside Monokuma Rock, the elevator began its deep descent as usual. But nobody said a word, as we stood there trying to figure out
what to say to each other. The elevator descended deeper and deeper. And when it descended as far as it could go, it finally stopped. So, mal gucken, was Monokuma dieses Mal für Dekoration rausgesucht hat. The elevator doors opened slowly, almost tantalizingly so. Light poured through from the other side, eroding the boundaries of the darkness. And I walked into that place. Ooh.
Wah-wah?
My, it feels pretty toothless with all these empty seats. Well, 2 people got killed at the same time, and Nekomaru's not here either.
Hey!
Is Nekomaru really not participating? If he's alive, you should invite him.
No.
Why bother?
That's...
But
Well now.
now then, let's begin.
Yahoo!
It's the beginning of the long-awaited class trial. Please enjoy it to your heart's content. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. Ibuki Miura, the ultimate musician. She was really loud, but she was the mood maker of our group. When I was with her, all of my pain and suffering just seemed to melt away. Yoko Sayonji, the ultimate traditional dancer. Just from looking at her adorable face, you'd never know she was actually selfish and foul-mouthed. But she was trying to change herself, and she was desperately trying to come to terms with Mahiru's death. The person who killed those 2 is among us. I definitely can't believe it. But whether I believe it or not is irrelevant. Unless I figure out the truth, I won't be able to escape from this hell. That's why I must find out, no matter the cost. For our sake, for our friends' sake, for Ibuki and Yoko's sake. And so the curtain to the 3rd class trial was about to open. This life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Okay. Cool. Jo, perfekt, dann können wir am Freitag hier weitermachen. Und ja. Mal schauen.